Okay, I just finished Dirt, and it doesn't have anything to do about being clean or not physically, like you see on a homeless person, the dirt, but it has a lot to do with like tabloid media, and it's very dated for 1996. All right, so he wrote a modern book, and he tried to make it sound like I believe like he was up on technology, and I love the technology references because I was alive in '96, and it's kind of nostalgic to read about some of the references he made. Overall, the book it's kind of weird. It's a story that wouldn't happen in today's day on the severity that it happened back then. Okay, news media was very powerful back then, and they lost that with the internet. This is all pre-internet. 1996, not a single reference to the internet here, but there is reference to technology in the run-up to the internet. But he doesn't quite hit any parts of the internet. Fax machines, that's as close to the type of technology that we have today with the internet. Um, there's neat little zingers. I actually learned a couple of things. Jews have to be buried in 24 hours as a part of their religion. Somebody dictated they have to be buried within a day. So it's just little things that are brought up I didn't really know about. But yeah, I like that CD-ROM reference on 255, where he turned to his computer, inserted a CD-ROM, brought up the national telephone directory. So he had like a CD-ROM disc of the national telephone directory. I don't know how you get that. He probably pays some money for that. He typed in the LA phone number, and this is a national. That's huge. And waited while the computer searched. No Insta search there. And he goes, here we go. And that's interesting. I don't know if these even exists. Santa Fe residential apartments in West Hollywood. I don't know. Yeah, and he's referring to Stone, this guy Stone Barrington. I think he's used him in a few books, but this is the first book that I've read from Stuart Woods. But yeah, you look in the end, and you know how a lot of these. Here's a picture of them. How a lot of these books love to give you a taste of the next book. His next book is Dead in the Water, and stone showered. So Stone is at it again and Dead in the Water. And he gives a few pages for the next book for 1996. Oh, they mentioned Aldrich Ames, which I read about. He's the mole from the late 80s. In the FBI, people had trouble detecting him, but he was feeding information to the Russians for a lot of money. There's a lot to it, but they said that times were tough. Well, I'll go to it, get the exact wording. They're saying that they're under a lot of scrutiny because of Aldrich Ames at the time. Oh, I thought I underlined it. 339. Oh, I'm on 329. Yeah, I usually underline. They're in such a mess now after that Aldrich Ames business. But if this is 96, maybe this is dated even before 96. It's published in 96, so maybe it's dating it for 94 or 93. Aldrich Ames, the trial was probably happening in the 90s. There's publishers who had a lot of power, and they had to keep their names in good standing order, and they went at great means to do that. So there's a lot of underhanded stuff that happened in the publishing industry. it's somewhat believable, but it's once again it's dated for before pre-internet